Good afternoon, I'm Malcolm Jordan and this is your Midday News Fix for Monday, the 11th of November. The Police Minister isn't anticipating any problems once this week's hikoi against the Treaty Principles Bill reaches Parliament. Tens of thousands of people are expected to take part in the 9-day hikoi from Northland to Wellington. It's left Cape Reinga this morning, heading to Whangarei. Mark Mitchell told Mike Hosking police have prepared for every scenario.
I don't think it will be a problem. I think that they'll arrive at Parliament. Obviously, there'll be some speeches delivered and some engagement down there, but the organisers are fully committed to a peaceful hikoi.
A big news day for dairy farmers, with Fonterra raising its forecast farmgate milk price midpoint from $9 to $9.50. The dairy co-ops also confirmed the sale of its consumer business and its Oceania and Sri Lanka branches. With more, business reporter Michael Sergel.
Global dairy prices are 43% higher than they were in August last year, but still about 24% lower than the record high reached in March 2022. Fonterra is seeing strong demand from China, where domestic production is below expectations. It's also seeing higher demand from Africa, the Middle East, and Southeast Asia.
Convicted stalkers could soon get a prison sentence of up to 5 years under a new bill to be introduced to Parliament this year. Justice Minister Paul Goldsmith says it will include a range of behaviours relating to stalking and harassment online and offline. He says it applies to patterns of behaviour, specifically 3 acts within a 12-month period.
We want to make sure that there is a threshold that needs to be crossed, but also that we have the ability to send a very clear message that when it comes to stalking, it's not tolerated and there will be consequences.
Kiwi exporters are celebrating a $340 million trade boost from last week's trade trip to China, including a new agreement between Whittaker's and a Chinese distributor. New Zealand Trade and Enterprise CEO Pete Crisp says having so many business leaders on the ground has made a huge difference.
You could just get that big presence which you need in that market. We're a small country and to get presence requires a lot of collaboration.
Today's the 11th day on the 11th month, the date we celebrate Armistice Day, the day that World War I ended in 1918. It's also 20 years since New Zealand's unknown warrior was returned to the National War Memorial in Wellington. A new label, Massive Records, is promising to put Southland sound on the map. It aims to amplify the voices of local artists, offering full support from recording to promotion. Blair Savoury has launched the venture, building on 4 years of running his Invercargill-based recording studio. He says it's become a vital space to record locals' work, but the next challenge is making it heard. Italy's Pompeii Archaeological Park is introducing a daily visitor cap of 20,000 visitors to combat over-tourism and preserve the site. To sport, the Black Caps have levelled their T20 cricket series against Sri Lanka with a 5-run win in the second and final match at Dambulla after posting 108. Lockie Ferguson starred with the 6th hat-trick by a New Zealander in the format. South Africa has returned to the top of the World Rugby rankings after beating Scotland in Edinburgh. Chelsea and Arsenal remain third equal in football's Premier League after a 1-1 draw, and Taylor Fritz has started the ATP tennis finals with a straight sets victory over Daniil Medvedev. I'm Malcolm Jordan, that's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at 5 p.m. from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.